Chair Lively, committee members, my name is Anna Sharf, and I am a farmer and a family business owner in Polk County, Oregon, just outside of Salem. My family owns and operates about 2,500 acres, growing 10 different crops and providing seed cleaning and warehousing services for 5 other family-owned farms, as well as 10 Oregon companies. We have approximately 10 year-round employees, including family, and up to 30 or so during our peak harvest time, which includes a 5th-generation family farmer when he's willing. I'm here today to ask you to oppose House Bill 3087. First, I want to say that I care deeply about my employees. We have one employee who will be with us 40 years coming this June. He's actually been there almost as long as my husband. We also have many other family employees that are part of the exact same family. There are times of the year we laugh when we say that their name should be at the end of the driveway along with ours. However, they nor my family business can afford this new workforce tax. This bill creates a tax on employers and workers used to pay for a state government managed family leave insurance program. This bill is simply another mandated benefit. The tools we used to have to reward our employees and encourage long-term relationships, such as vacation time, sick time, longevity pay, insurance, etc., have all needed to be altered in order to afford changes required to meet everyone. Vacation and sick time for long-term employees was eliminated and replaced with mandatory sick time for everybody. Insurance for year-round and long-term employees was eliminated due to the federal all-or-nothing mandate. And longevity pay was compressed to account for the jump and the upcoming jumps in minimum wage. House Bill 3087 would require my business to provide 3 months of paid leave, and this could happen at any time during the year, including critical harvest times. Oregon's recent mandatory paid sick time leave has already caused an increase in our labor costs and reporting paperwork. This, while well-intentioned, would add just another layer and cost burden for my family business. We don't have an HR department, like these folks said. We don't have a payroll department. Our HR payroll person is also the inventory manager, shipping and receiving clerk, safety coordinator, contract negotiator, accounts payable, receivable department, and yes, our family lobbyist. Again, I want to say I value and care deeply about my employees, but profit margins in agriculture are slim and continue to become slimmer. The continued buildup of state requirement regulations, wage increases, mandatory paid sick time, etc., are eventually going to break the backs of agriculture and family farms in this state. I'm just doing my best to hang on for the next generation of farmers so they can hang on for the next generation of farm workers. Thank you for your time.
Thank you very much. Are there any questions for any members? Representative Hayden?
Thank you, Chair Lively. Does this bill provide anything to farmers from the standpoint of commodities are also often a fixed price set out of your control? And so you have commodities that you want to sell, but you're not able to adjust the price when your cost of providing that goes forward. So is the state of Oregon providing farmers any relief on regulation or other costs that you have to help you be sustainable?
Not any to my knowledge.
Thank you.
Representative Chair Lively and Representative Hayden, there are other states in the United States that provide crop subsidies for commodities that we currently grow that we do not have. Minnesota would come to mind, and their state is offering subsidies for grass seed farmers, and we're trying to compete. Thank you.
Representative Hack, and then
Thank you, Chair Lively. Thank you so much for being here, and thank you for what you do. Agriculture is such a backbone to our state, and again, I said it earlier, I'm so sympathetic to this issue, but I also know that we can't hurt those that provide the much-needed jobs that we have in our state. And it's disheartening to think that we can't come to some sort of an impasse and make this work. But I guess my question would be, is there anything in this bill that provides any type of a tax credit or anything to you all to not, once again, we've hit you with sick leave, we've hit you with the increase in minimum wage, we just keep coming at you and keep saying do more, do more, do more. Is there anything in this bill that incentivizes you all or gives anything on that side?
Go ahead.
Chair Lively, Representative Hack. I'd like to see it. If it is, I can't find it.
Thank you.
And my tax credits seem to be disappearing in other committees as well.
Thank you.
Representative Malmstrom.
Yes, I had a question regarding, family farms or other farming communities. When I understand it would be a great hardship for somebody to take a maternity leave, for example, in the middle of crop season. I'm not a farming person, but I can imagine that would be the worst possible time. But people still have babies. What happens? Do they just take very short leaves, or do they make other arrangements? What happens when they do have to leave in the middle of the crisis of crops and what have you?
Chair Lively and Representative Malmstrom, I have a 11-year-old daughter that I had in the middle of August. Farming is not the exact time that you have a baby in the middle of August. And I was actually working for a large corporation at the time, and I took exactly 3 weeks off for that. I had some paid maternity leave, but I relied on my built-up vacation time and sick time that I had saved for years in order to be able to take that time off that I needed. If we had an employee or several of those employees, which I'll share the same last name because we employ a lot of folks from the same family, taking time off together, which they could underneath this, in the middle of August or July, I could potentially shut down 5 other family farming operations and lose business that comes to me because I provide a service for them. It's not just my family I'm supporting.
Any other questions? Doesn't look like it. Thank you for taking the time to testify.